Hi, y'all! Welcome to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I am your whimsical is the word whimsical DM Victoria, here to bring you to the carnival for some good times. But before I do that, we have to get through business. Kristy, play the clip!
Welcome to the show. And now a word from our sponsors. First off, thanks to Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian-based dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. Check them out on their Twitter at LittleDragonCo1 to stay updated on all their awesome products. Remember, you can use our brand new coupon code BONUS when you head over to littledragoncorp.com and get 15% off your order. Once again, the coupon code is BONUS, BONUS. Also thanks to Cardboard Castle Games. They are a lovely little brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. Remember to go check them out if you're in the area. Stop by and tell them that Proficiency Bonus sent you, and they might just give you 10% off your in-store order. If you're not in Evans, Georgia, don't fret. You can check them out online at their website, cardboardcastlegames.com. Also, big thanks to Sirenscape for the amazing atmospheric sounds and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download the Sirenscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets that are included when you get started. You don't even need to register. Go to Sirenscape.com to find out more. Additional thanks as well to Adrian Von Ziegler for providing some of the additional music we use here and on Wednesday nights. He's a talented composer with great content usage rules, so go check out his YouTube and Patreon and support him if you can. Don't forget to check out our other games. Our schedule is posted down below the Twitch feed. We stream basically every day here at Provo. We have games for several of the major published 5e modules, as well as some homebrew games, and some of our other games feature systems other than 5e, like Star Wars, Power Rangers, and Alien. Hopefully, we have something up your alley. We now have a community Discord with public channels. Please come check it out and come hang out with us. We are always welcoming new GMs, players, and other friends to our family. All experience levels are welcome, from veteran gamers to total newbies. We encourage people of color, LGBTQI+ nerds, and gamers to join us as well. I think that's everything. Back to you, DM.
Good thing I didn't say that on stream. We're back. Those were our announcements. Thanks, Kristy, for putting that video together. Now it's time for a recap. Who would like to do the recap?
Me!
Wow, what a shock. It's Ink, the recap boy.
Recap boy!
Well, especially just because, to be quite honest, guys, last episode was pretty easy to recap because there was a fight! There was initiative. Fighting? Probably not. Essentially, as the party was getting ready to try and steal the show at the Big Top Extravaganza with an unofficial intermission performance, we noticed that there was some tomfoolery afoot. All of the stage animals had been released and sent into a panic. We had a baby elephant. We had a tiger. We had a monkey. It was bananas.
I'm leaving.
A Kenku, a specific Kenku that we've been trying to find who has been causing all of these problems, fleeing the scene. Unfortunately, the person that tried to catch them was Ego, who is very not strong and was immediately put to sleep by a magic spell, waking up to seeing the rest of the party trying to control the chaos, making sure that all of the guests flee the Big Top and that the animals were recaptured without being hurt. Also, meaning that I believe, was it Mr. Witch or Mr. Light that went running off?
I think it was
Mr. Light.
Is the twink, yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. Light had made an appearance, but then promptly ran off to make sure that everything outside of the Big Top was safe. However, with some very, very, very clever role-playing and use of magic, the party was able to get all of the animals under control without harming them. And we're picking up literally right after that initiative has been concluded.
Thank you for that. Ink and Kristy, you can both have a D6 Bardic Inspiration. Also, I know sometimes there isn't a need to use them every session, but just remember that you have them. Because if you don't use them
I've been
for like
using
a couple
them.
sessions, then you lose them. Okay. So, sorry, I just realized I didn't have my PDF open with like all of my stuff on it, and
Stuff.
I almost said a bad word for stream. So, just after this encounter with all of the animals happened, what the frick? Dove had been the one to sort of make herself the target of the very malicious lioness, and in doing so was able to successfully trap her, but suffered some heavy damage in the process. And when we left off, Dawn had been going to go look at this injury and tell Dove that she was an idiot for doing that, but in that moment reached out, and you all watched as little flowers and bits of grass and dandelions sprouted up from around Dawn's hooves, and where his hand had kind of reached out to move her cloak aside, you can see like the tears in Dove's wings begin to stitch closed with little teeny tiny like thread thin vines that seal the flesh, and then they wither and fall away, and little downy feathers bloom like flowers on the skin, and she begins to heal as he does something that he didn't know he could do by giving her a lay on hands, which is going to trigger a memory sequence.
Oh god, totally forgot about all this.
Yes. Sorry, there's a cat yodeling outside of the office door. Sorry if anybody hears that. So, at seeing this healing ability, Dawn and Dove, you kind of have this like moment where you're taken aback, and we enter the Mind Palace. We are once again back in the same place, but in another time, at the Witchlight Carnival 8 years ago, when all of you visited as children. So at this point, you've probably, the child forms of your characters have been at the carnival for a couple hours, and you've been partaking of the delights of the carnival, enjoying yourselves, and I think there's a moment where Dove, because you're still very much looking for people like your family, where perhaps you find yourself running ahead of everybody else. And I think, Dawn, you are very sprightly and springy with your natural satyr jumpiness, and so you probably go springing after her. And I think Clover probably stays back and is keeping pace with Ego, who was definitely a little, like a little shocked at everything that was going on, looking for their mother. So you will catch up in time, but I think what happens is Dove and Dawn. Doves and Dawns, like Dungeons & Dragons, D&D. D&D! They go, they kind of go running ahead to go take a look at an attraction or something that has perhaps caught your eye. I'm thinking, like, I don't know, maybe it's like somebody's like making balloon animals, and like the person has like very big elaborate fairy wings that like remind Dove of her family, so like maybe she goes running after it. But as you're running, you trip over like a root or like a tuft of grass, because you're kind of used to being able to glide a little bit more, and your wings are injured from the horrible experiences that you escaped from. And so you probably go stumbling and fall, and you cut like your leg on a sharp rock that's there in like the fairgrounds. And Dawn is the only one who's nearby when this happens.
Probably was like, Dawn, come on!
Oh my god! This person! Their wings! I think I know them! And just immediately faceplant. And just immediately starts crying.
No, wait, kind of like looks around.
It's fine.
I will hop all the way over. It's not fine. You're crying. I can see it.
Mother says that pain is power. It's fine. And I'm like, and I'm just gonna stand up. Blood is cool. It's fine.
Blood is not cool. Blood is like at least number 8 on top 10 list of things you should avoid. Because blood means that you're like dying. Hold on, come here. I'll fix it.
Oh.
Yeah, if you bleed, it's like, people bleed when they die.
I've never seen someone. I know people that bleed and they bleed, but it's cool. Like
That doesn't sound real. No offense. I don't think I'd ever find it cool if I was bleeding. Let me take a look at it. I'd patch up my siblings all the time, so.
Your siblings fall a lot? Your siblings fall a lot?
Yeah, and he kind of just like shakes out the legs. You don't get good at walking on these without practice.
Oh, I did bleed a lot learning how to fly. I smacked into lots of things and fell like 25 feet one time, and
That doesn't sound very good for your health.
Honor. It's fun. You know?
No, I don't think I agree.
You've never bled but had fun?
No. Usually when I'm bleeding, it's because one of my siblings is biting me.
Oh.
And it hurts, which means it's not very fun. I think I might have something to take care of it, maybe. I don't know if I have anything to take care of.
You don't. You super don't. You have the clothes on your back, and any random trinkets that you picked up from the fair, which you guys have probably had to pilfer because you don't have wings and you don't have tickets. So you can probably like rip a strip off of like your shirt or like your trousers.
That's what I was thinking about doing. Ripping a shirt off of strip off of like the bottom of my shirt to like wrap around it.
Yeah, so you are able to crouch down and begin doing that. And not too long after, you hear a voice behind the two of you as this shadow kind of interposes itself between you and the light source that is coming from behind you from these like fairy lights that are popping in between the tents. Well, what do we have here?
Huh?
You two don't look like you belong.
Who is it?
So you turn and you see a satyr man. He has very rich brown skin, the color of earth, and a mop of curly golden hair. He is wearing a tunic that has red and yellow stripes and bright purple trousers, and he has a fiddle strapped to his side.
This is the guy. This is not a character. This is that guy. I'm gonna go. I think Dove just like looks up at him and is like, "Hello, have you seen my mother?"
No, I have no idea who the hell your mother is.
Ooh.
Sorry.
You know, like this, and I like pull a little wing out. A bigger.
There's a lot of people wearing wings here, love. And he kind of points back. He has like a little set of butterfly wings strapped to his back.
Makes sense.
Can you help? She fell and her leg is hurt.
Well, it looks like you're doing a bang-up job, little one. Tell me, cousin, where'd you learn that?
From my dad?
Uh-huh.
I'm not getting good vibes off this dude.
Can you explain to me? Wait, you said you don't get good vibes, or you're vibe checking him?
I said I don't get good vibes. I'm not even giving him a chance to be vibe checked. I don't.
Okay, yeah. So he'll kind of like, he leans down and like puts his hands on his knees and gets like pretty close to your face, Don. Cousin, what are you doing here? Where are your wings?
I didn't know that.
Where's
You're a little bit too close. I don't really recognize your face. My mom actually told me not to talk to strangers. So he's gonna like back up towards Dot a little bit.
Smart kid.
Can you?
The question still stands, though, little one. You got a ticket.
I think we should go. He's
Well,
kind of scary.
I'm gonna try to run.
Yeah.
Okay, can you roll me a I need you both to roll me dexterity saving throws.
We're just gonna grab him. We're just gonna grab Dawn and just run!
Ooh, I did really good. I didn't do that good, but I did pretty good. What's my dexterity
I accidentally
modifier?
rolled it twice.
Okay,
That's
so
this
the DC for this is 23.
Oh no! I don't think I passed. Where's my sheet? Hold on, so much time open.
We're
Okay.
like running, but our clothes are immediately grabbed.
14, yeah.
Yeah, so you both get up to run, and at an unnatural speed, this individual appears in front of you both, basically like in a poof of smoke, and grabs you both. Now, cousin, come on, lad. I'm not kicking you out. I just asked a question. If you don't have a ticket, it's not my business whether or not you stay or go. I don't work here.
Oh.
I
Who
don't
are
know.
you?
Wait, okay, so I heard who are you, and then what did Don say?
I'm saying to myself, I don't know if it's better or worse.
Who am I? You can call me Sam.
What do you do, Sam?
Oh, I go here and there. You could sort of say I travel hither, thither, and yon.
Can I make an insight check?
Go for it.
What's this like?
Yeah, what are you trying to intuit about him?
I want to know. I guess I'm a kid, so like, I want to know. I feel like Dove would care. Does this guy seem important? Like, does he feel like he's got some sort of reputation or kind of like vibe about him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That would be a 16.
Yeah, so I would say he's talking about himself in a fairly casual way, and doesn't seem like he's putting on airs, although there is a little bit of like, he's not putting on airs, but he expects, you're getting the feeling that when he asks something, he's expecting an answer or a response. As you take a closer look at him and kind of turn your senses to him, you feel like a brush of wind blow by, and you see like a little twinkle of something in his eye, and it's something a little familiar for you. And it's the feeling of joy and laughter and mischief. Like when you look at his smile, he doesn't. It evokes a feeling for you that is a bit nostalgic.
Is it like this is Mr. Witch or Mr. Light in some other form? Or
no, it's for Dove, somebody from home.
Oh, interesting.
It's like if you get a feeling like home.
I know you.
What's your name?
Well, I don't think I'm supposed to actually tell strangers. But
Oh, you tell me. I'm trustworthy, don't you worry.
I don't really know you. You can know my first name. It's Dove.
Dove. Never met anyone named Dove before. I feel like I'd remember your face if I saw it. And the wings.
Well, are you gonna put us down, sir?
Are you going to run again?
I look at Dawn.
Dawn is like making like a real steak face at this dude.
Yeah, if you look up at him with that kind of face, he'll say, "Now that frown could wilt a flower. That's no way for our people to be looking. Come on."
I won't run. Just put me down.
What are you gonna give us, huh? We won't run.
I in fact came over here to offer you something, but you were so quick to run that I hadn't even any time to offer it to you.
Well, what is it?
Well, if you stay and you listen, I will give it. And he will put you down. So now you understand how the bargains work. You do something for me, and I'll give you something in return. Cousin.
Not your cousin, I don't know you.
We are cousins. You just don't know it yet. Come here, I want to show you something. And he'll hold his hand out, like cupped.
Look.
There's nothing in it. Have you ever made something from nothing?
No.
Have you ever seen your thoughts or feelings become reality?
Not that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
Has your mom or pa ever told you the history of our people?
Are you talking to me? Or...
Yes. He's talking to you. He's talking to Dawn.
Oh. It's the... Darn, I was thinking you were talking to her.
This is all to Dawn.
Scary.
This is all to Dawn.
No, not that I know of. No.
Well, they kind of go all over the place and make a lot more of themselves, but...
We noticed.
A long time ago, before there was even a thought here, satyrs walked a very ancient place. And the ground that they walked on brought forth life. And they knew the ancient ways. They could sing songs and shape the land around them. And their laughter could turn into a babbling brook. Their anger could turn into a thunderstorm. Do you want to do something like that?
I know.
Dawn said yes.
It sounds cool, but it also sounds like it would, like... No, I do. He's trying to be responsible, but he's still a kid.
Yeah, he is. Well, one of the best ways to start learning this is to pick up a bit of healing magic. Which is why I came over and offered this, so that your friend took a little tumble. That was extremely clumsy, by the way. So, what I want you to do, first, hold out your hand like this, and close your eyes, and picture something that makes you happy.
I will picture... what does little Dawn picture?
Is he, like, musically inclined? The rest of your family, all of them are very musically inclined. Like, your sisters have, like, a little choir that they go around and, like, perform songs, and they do satyr step dance.
Yeah, I remember
Your father
his kid...
is, like, a renowned fiddle player.
Yeah, his kid dream was to be, like, the best person to play the yarding because he thought it was funny because it sounded like farting, but it was also a really good instrument. So it's probably that.
Yeah, so you think about being the best yarding player ever, and then naturally your mind also wanders to LOL, yarding sounds like farting.
Yeah.
And you're there like concentrating on it, probably scrunching up your little face, thinking about it, and Dove, you watch as in Dawn's hand, you hear the sound of a yarding, which I think is similar to like a lute, it just has like a shit ton of strings. So it's like a string instrument that plays. This little flower begins to spring up from the palm of his hand, and then as the flower like blooms, there's a little like high-pitched fart noise that also plays.
Uncontrollably laugh. Like Tasha's hideous laughter was cast.
God.
Open your eyes.
Opens my eyes.
You see a little yellow flower in your palm. And like you hear the fading sounds of a yarding playing.
Did you put a flower in my hand?
You put a flower in your hand.
No!
I put a flower in my hand.
She watched me the whole time. I have not moved.
God, it came out of your hand like... It was really cool!
It did make a farting noise.
Yeah. This is so cool.
My mom never taught me how to do that.
Well, that's because your mother wasn't chosen.
For what?
For greatness!
Oh, that's kind of mean.
Well, she made you.
Are you saying that I'm like chosen for greatness?
I'm saying that you might be. You have a chance to be. At least, a certain type of greatness. The best kind of greatness. And that's somebody who remembers the old ways and fights for them. And for fun. Put your hand over...
Chosen one! Chosen one!
He's a chosen one, maybe.
Definitely.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, put my hand over what?
Well, if you're interested, I can teach you how to heal your friend's little cut there.
Yeah, I would like to because bleeding means that you're dying.
Deal's made then. And after you say yes, that's what he says, and you feel this like gust of wind and you kind of like hear laughter carried on it and the smell of mead and the sound of various musical instruments being played, and he takes your hand and kind of holds it hovering over her cut. Think of life.
I'm thinking of it. Cotton candy.
Yeah, so you think of cotton candy, and Dove, you can see that this little like cloud of like fluffy like sugar floss forms over your wound and then melts away, and the skin underneath is healed.
Wow. So cool.
I'm a superhero.
What did I say?
I have to add an addendum to my dream.
Mm-hmm.
I am also going to fight evil.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, go for it. Just someday in the future, if you ever feel lost or not quite like yourself, just remember that you can be the light. Tacky, right?
What's that mean?
It
It means that I'm gonna start glowing, probably.
It'd be really pretty.
It means make people happy.
Well, Dawn's already made me happy, so he wants to fight evil? I'll fight evil with them.
Can do.
So at this point, I think Ego and Clover, you can see that Dove and Dawn are like standing in like a little grassy outcropping. Dove is like kneeling, she's like sitting on the ground with her leg out, and Dawn was like holding his hand over it and then took it away. You only see the two of them.
That's weird.
You're like catching up to them, so like I feel like I kind of feel like Clover would be like, "Hey guys," or something like that.
Yeah, like from far away, like, over here, where'd you guys go?
Ooh, your mic is very low.
Oh no. How, is
there
it
we
better
go.
now? I
Yeah,
can turn it up.
when you're closer, it's better.
Just gotta get in there.
I'm just here.
Hey, Clover!
What's going on?
She fell and started dying, but then I saved her.
Oh no!
Dog's
Magic.
Bro.
Yeah, the blonde dude showed me how.
You gesture back, and there's no one there.
What blonde dude? It was just you guys.
Oh.
There was a satyr guy there.
He must have left. You guys were pretty slow, so.
Well, wait. So he used magic to make you feel better?
No, he showed Dawn how to use magic to make me feel better, and it was like a farting flower, and then it was like cotton candy, and I really wanted to eat it, but then it went into my leg, and then my cut healed. It was really cool.
I want to see a farting flower.
Hold on. Flash.
Okay.
He's gonna try to do it again.
It happens again. A little flower pops up in his hand. It makes this like guitar or a lute like sound that is the climax of which then turns into a fart. It's just like a little dandelion in his palm.
Oh my god.
That is magic.
See?
So wait, so what, Dove, what did you give Dawn in exchange for getting to feel all that?
What do you mean?
They just did it.
You don't just give magic.
I just did.
You're supposed to get something. You're supposed to... You can't just give magic to anybody.
Well, I got Dove not bleeding out and being hurt, so I got something.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you
it's
for the bit,
scary.
Mighty.
I mean, I guess that works.
And I'm older than
That's-
you, so I know better.
He used magic so the blood wasn't scary anymore. I think that's a good trait.
Well, I thought it was just happy nature stuff. That's magic.
Well, I'm just going off of what my mom says, so
Mm.
you just gotta be careful.
Yeah, well, my mom says
But-
you should treat people how you want to be treated. So if you want to get magic, you should give people magic.
That is true.
That's not making any sense to me. I don't think... Look,
What?
I have to work really, really, really hard for my magic.
Wait, you have magic too?
No.
Are you lying?
No.
You're definitely lying.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, fine, guys, I have magic, okay?
Oh my god, that's so cool.
I'm not supposed to use it, though, so you can't just use it.
Why not?
Why not?
Otherwise, something happens.
Like something bad?
Sometimes. I don't know, maybe.
Well, I use it. I make fighting flowers, so I don't know what
Well,
bad could come
Farting
from
flowers
that.
are only bad because they're smelly, but that's like the only bad part, and it's not that bad because it's funny.
I didn't know what Dawn did was magic because the only magic I've ever seen is really scary.
Scary magic?
Yeah.
What kind of scary magic?
like a curse. Blech.
Don't need to be mean about it. I don't like magic very much. I like what Dawn did. That was pretty nature stuff. With happiness.
Yeah.
Magic's scary. and bad.
Not
And
all
mean
of it.
people with it.
Not all of it.
Is your mom mean? Are you mean? You hurt
Yes.
people?
You're not.
We
mean.
no. Well, it depends. I mean, are you mean?
No.
No.
People just get what they get. If you're mean, then you get mean. You know, like what Clover said.
I
You
guess
know,
that's
you
true.
treat people how you're supposed to be treated. If you're
How
mean
you
to my
want
mom,
be treated.
right?
My family
If-
was really nice. Someone with magic was really mean to them.
Well, maybe they were mean to somebody you didn't know.
I don't think that's
That's
true.
not nice.
Do I?
I just said maybe, maybe not. Sometimes. Well, so maybe if someone did something mean to you, you should do something mean to them.
I
I'm
don't think
gonna
that's true
punch.
either.
him in the face.
Okay, roll on an arm strike.
Someone just said that the horrible things happen to them.
Because
Their
they
family
did
was
horrible.
He's so angry.
Oh no.
A 9!
I don't think that hits my.
I don't know if that
I don't
hits
think
it.
that hits a commoner's AC.
Yeah, I don't think because your AC, your stats are basically the same. You can treat them all as being the same as when you're adults. So like, probably misses.
I try to aim for your face, and I'm too short. It like swings low. And
Yeah, Don immediately does the big brother when smaller siblings are brawling, steps in between them. Yeah, hands on both of their heads because they're short. Hey.
Stop! I'm not. I'm just saying. I didn't say that it was a thing. I'm just saying that that's normally why bad things happen.
I don't
It's
think that's
karma.
not my family. They were super nice and awesome.
Then maybe they were super nice and awesome, and then you're gonna do something bad to somebody else to even out the karma. I don't know. All I know is that some people come to see my. Stop it! Stop! 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 I'm supposed to have a lift. Stop! Stop! I forgot that I have a lift when I'm younger. I don't have any teeth in the front.
Oh.
teeth.
Well, I keep, you know, I'm learning how to do things with my teeth and they don't grow back very fast.
I hate the implication of that.
Yeah.
Stop! Don't hit me or I'll put a curse on you.
Don't say
No
that.
one is cursing
Will.
anyone. We're not cursing people. We're gonna continue having fun at the carnival.
My mommy
Or I'm
also
gonna make-
says, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah.
And
Or
that Doug goes, mean witch! And it's
I'm
just
sorry, okay?
hide behind John,
Oh.
angry.
I'm sorry, okay? I don't talk to a lot of people.
It's okay. We both just need to calm down. Let's go get some cotton candy.
yeah.
You'll
And
feel better when you share cotton candy. Let's go.
I always feel better when I
Me
share
too.
cotton candy.
I know. Me too.
just
We're both like keeping like a distance, so the two
Yeah.
of them are walking on the
Yeah.
outskirts, and me and Don are like, it's okay.
I pull my hat, like, over most of my face. So it's just like my nose.
Oh.
So
Doug's trying to act like poised. And it's like,
God.
So as the four of you make your way to go get some cotton candy, we are pulled back to the present day in game time as the feathers are sprouting back on the fresh skin of Dove's wing, and the little vines are withering and falling off to the ground. And you have little like wisps of grass and dandelions that have sprung up in between your hooves, Don.
Adam looks over at it and then like looks down at the grass and stuff sprouting underneath his hooves. I believe the first thing he says when he comes out of out of the flashback is motherfucker.
Has this like shit-eating grin on her face as she
Immediately wipes his hands off and like steps out of the sprouts.
So the rest of you see this. Dawn does not, but there are like little dandelions that have like started to bloom in his hair. There's like these little yellow flowers on his head.
The farting flowers.
Make a mental note that he's still got it. But I do also now look at Dove and I say, "Hey, are you okay?"
Oh. Yeah, I'm okay. I haven't seen magic. I'm gonna look at Dawn with an eyebrow.
It was like, he shoves his hands into his like pants pocket and kind of like looks back and like turns up his lip. What are you staring at?
Mm-hmm.
That didn't happen.
It definitely did happen.
It definitely did not. I just used some extra bandages that were inside my suitcase.
Is that what you saw, Ego? Because that's not what I saw.
I was wondering if you still had your magic.
Looks like you. Dawn, you have dandelions growing in your hair now, though.
You also have a little bit of a headache.
He goes to like just wipe it. It probably fucks up his haircut in the process.
Yeah.
And as he's doing that, he's like, I don't do that stuff.
Why
I work
not?
at a bank. Because that's not the life I live, okay?
Okay.
You hear like a high-pitched voice from beyond, like in the big top coming closer, and it's like very muffled, and then suddenly like the flap of the tent that leads into like the holding pens opens, and you see Mr. Light. He's holding a monkey, like this monkey like under its arms, and it's just like hanging there. If you recall, he turned the male lion into a monkey and then immediately ran away from him. Everybody move! Somebody get that cage door right there! I can't
I'll quickly go open it for him.
And, no, please don't throw any more shit! Okay, close it! And he throws the monkey in. And it's like this big cage, next to the lioness's cage, and he puts the monkey in there, who is like screeching and like reaching at him, and is then trying to like, because this lion now has like opposable thumbs, is like trying to reach up for the latch on the cage. And he like drops concentration on the spell, and then it turns into a giant like lion in the cage.
Oh fuck!
And oh yes, the lioness. Not going near her. Elephant. Other monkeys. And it looks like Berry and Moonshine are still here. Every other animal is accounted for. Wonderful! Burley! Burley, dear, where are you? And Burley had been, like, kind of standing, like, near you guys this whole time, like, awkwardly, just, like, calming the elephant down and just, like, trying not to be invasive during your, like, little conversation. But he, like, starts and shuffles forward. Yes, Mr. Light. And Mr. Light says to him, are you responsible for getting all of the animals back? I think we could actually continue on with the rest of the show if we can get everyone back here. There wasn't actually that much damage.
Are you joking?
Do I look like I'm joking? Why would I be joking about that?
A lion slashed one of your...
It's fine, we have healers. Things like this happen. Not like this, but people get hurt sometimes. They can take a break. They can go on a vacation. for 48 hours. Any longer than that, and you forfeit your position here at the carnival. But, Burley, my question remains. Did you do this? He points to like the group of you. Well, I mean, I helped. But no, the Dove, the new hire, and her friends helped. Pretty clever.
Yeah, that was all us, sir. Yep.
Really? That's wonderful. Really proving your worth from day one, aren't you, little Dove?
Yes, totally. She's really nervous, obviously nervous, and it's like flushed.
Now, when we interviewed you, was there a certain position that you were looking for here at the carnival?
Yeah, I was hoping that I could help with the animals, actually, funnily enough, and do an act with them.
Oh, well, that worked out quite well, didn't it? So, we need to finish the show. The other hands are getting the audience back into their seats. We are going to finish out the Big Top extravaganza. But perhaps, once you've gotten the work of a hand under your belt, we can have a discussion in a few weeks' time about perhaps working with our animal tamer, and you can assist in his act.
That sounds great. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Are you dumb? What? Really?
This is what I wanted. Perfect.
Well, it's nearly time for the audience participation segment of the extravaganza, so if you would like to take your seats wherever you were, back in the stands, you are more than welcome to participate if you have an act in mind or any special talents. Of course, if you're mundane, that's totally fine too, you can just watch. It takes courage to be a performer.
I kind of like nudge Dove and kind of like gesture at like all the streamers that are still hanging off me that I was using to distract the cats or the lions.
I'm dressed as a clown. Very sad clown.
Yeah, you are.
But I raise my very sad clown hand also, and I'm like, there's also the person who led all of the animals out. The Kenku, they ran away.
Oh. Yes.
We tried.
Well,
They're slippery.
I know. She certainly is.
Can I insight?
How would you like to help me out? Yeah, go for it. What are you trying to intuit?
What was like his initial reaction to us mentioning the Kenku? Like, is he surprised? Is he like, oh yeah, that's like, is he in on this? Like, what's going on?
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. I don't have good insight, but I will try. Yeah, that track's 11.
I mean, I don't think he was particularly hiding this, but like he didn't seem shocked when you said like the Kenku. He seemed like if he, like basically he's hearing that somebody that he already knew was causing problems is causing problems again,
okay.
and he's just like more like a little bit of exasperation.
Yeah, okay.
Than anything.
Okay.
Right,
What's
the
her
Kenku.
problem?
My problem? Her problem?
Her problem.
I don't quite know. If you'd like to find out, that would be a great help to the carnival, Dove, and it would put you in the good graces of my very dour, stone-faced compatriot, Mr. Witch. Be very impressive. I'm already impressed, but I am the face of the carnival and he is the brains of it, so although I am in charge, you know, he's a little bit harder to please.
Well, I mean, if we can be about, then
if we could be of help.
I mean, I can do that. I can ask the companions here. I'm sure they might need more incentive than me. I have a, obvious interest. But, yeah.
Incentive?
Yeah.
Would you like perhaps to be given free tickets the next time we are in town? It will be 8 years, but surely you'll all be alive then. You look like you would probably be alive then. You'll be alive then, right?
Yes, that's also definitely not worth all the shit I've been put through.
Well, if you choose to put yourself through shit, I'm not in charge of. I did not ask you to do that. You did so willingly.
Looks at Dove, who put us through all this shit.
Right. You're right.
What was Dove gonna say?
I think they might need more fiscal convincing.
It's always about the money. You want gold? We can give you gold.
I mean, I would like to take a job for you, sure.
So that's the deal then. You find out about our little troublemaker, apprehend her, bring her to me and Mr. Witch, and we will compensate you financially.
I'm okay with that.
What do you need? No. Clover, you need a number.
Oh,
I look at the obviously most fiscally competent person, which is Dawn. So,
10 gold?
I don't want gold.
That's like my average rate.
What was your average rate?
10 gold.
Why would you? Don like looks over and like his mouth drops open in shock.
She's just doing
Yes,
like menial work around town.
10 gold, you drive a hard bargain, but I think we will be able to scrounge that together. That'll be 2 apiece.
No.
With 2 extra.
I don't agree to her terms.
Well, then what are your
Neither
terms?
do I.
Then what are your terms?
My terms will be negotiated in full after the work has been done, but I need a 500 gold down payment.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
We can ask for that much? That's like
No.
a year's work of...
No, you can't ask for that much, because I'm not in charge of the finances,
Oh.
and I can make no promises of that sort. What are the nature of the things that you wish to discuss? We can't just go into it blindly.
Well, I need to... The work has to be equivalent to the risk, and I need to be paid per hour that I'm putting into this job of yours.
There's only 4 hours left in the carnival, and for the record, she's not dangerous, she's just mischievous. She won't hurt you.
She let out a lion that definitely did something dangerous.
Yeah, someone did.
Well, the
almost
lion
die.
hurt you, she didn't hurt you.
But she let it out.
She has the means to kill us.
If she works here, she definitely knows how dangerous that lion is.
She doesn't work here.
So you're just letting random people sneak around and let out lions?
No, we're not, but she's very tricky, and she's very good at hiding, and so we're having a hard time apprehending her.
You turned a lion, into a monkey,
Yes,
and
I
you
did.
can't stop a bird.
If I could find her, I would. But as the face of the carnival, I must tend to my duties in administering fun and joy and glee for everyone. I can't just simply be running around looking for a troublemaker who will be a non-issue after we move along from this place to the next little town. If we can apprehend her tonight, all the better. But we have troublemakers here and there. It's part of working for the carnival. Hopefully she would be gone after tonight.
What if she follows you?
What if she follows you?
What if she follows you?
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Sir, I do not want any gold, but I do want to help. I want, if I help, to ask a favor of you. Yes.
What favor?
I suppose you do need to know the specific. I came here because I need to know things. And no one's going to know more than the man who knows everything about the carnival. So, for my help, I want 3 of my questions answered to the best of your ability, with no tricks, no lies, no deception, and no vaguity. There we go. That's definitely a Fey word.
Vaguity.
Well, I suppose I can agree to those terms. Fine.
Then I'll help.
You catch that pest, and we will answer your questions to the best of our ability.
I pull the sides of my very poofy clown pants and do a curtsy.
That's a lovely clown outfit. Where did you get that?
In a clown car.
We were gonna perform, but then the attack happened.
Wonderful. Now, the rest of you, quickly now. What are your terms?
Oh, now I don't know.
500 gold is far too much. We're not doing that.
What's too much?
500 gold is
Oh.
far too much. I can give you 10 each.
Oh
Without
wow!
needing to run it by Mr. Witch.
100.
Days of work.
100. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
20
What?
each.
20.
I go
30.
no higher. Nope.
You
20.
go no higher than 20?
That's
Got
nearly
attacked
100
by an
gold.
elephant.
That's
By an elephant.
You shouldn't
An
have
elephant.
been in the way of the elephant's attack. That is your own fault. We can offer you a training track to
Worth
becoming
way
an
more
animal
than
tamer.
20 gold.
Your friend here can have 3 questions answered. It seems like 10 gold would be good with you, dear, yes?
I mean, if I could get 20, that's 2 full days of work.
20 gold for the little purple one.
Thank you.
And
Oh wow.
you, Mr. Difficult.
Hi, yes, hello. Puts on a customer service smile.
80 gold for the party. I go no higher.
80 gold for the
So that's
party.
20 each.
Yes, 20 each.
And Dawn, I said that I would do it in exchange for my questions, so you can have my 20.
And find some way to get me a promotion at my job.
There you go. That's gold for the future. That's investment.
investment.
What do I... Fine. Perhaps I could
Letter of
offer...
recommendation?
No. I could offer you a number of tickets, they don't expire, to hand out to your co-workers as a gesture of... I don't know what you want to call it, but you can give tickets to your co-workers. Will that help you with a promotion? Does
I work
bribery
at a-
work?
I work at a bank.
Do I look like I would be able to help you with a promotion at your bank? He's wearing
Yes.
like a disco ball one-piece jumpsuit.
Like, Don is going to like lean in. Yes. I've seen enough things today that makes me think you could pull something.
We'll forge a letter that you've saved the carnival's finances.
Thank you. He puts his hand behind his head.
Shakes?
Can I also use you as a
Shakes.
reference for future jobs?
That's a great idea. I want that too.
Maybe.
Oh,
No,
depending
you
No.
how well.
already got
wait.
2.
Wait, if I do a good job, will you give me like a reference?
Fine, we'll make a reference letter. Ah!
Okay, thanks.
Shakes.
I'll just forge your reference letter.
Okay.
Does everybody shake his hand?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
20 gold and a reference? Hell yeah, let's go.
3 questions.
Well, the deal is made. Let's go. This is so boring. I want to go have fun.
Okay.
Come along now. Don't bring your little annoying friends. Let's go. Do you want to? Would you like to take one of the animals for an act? That would you like to try something with the monkey?
Yeah, and Moonshine, and
Berry and Moonshine are
Berry.
the 2 doggies.
yeah, I want the dogs.
And the monkey. You have to get the monkey back when you're done. Good luck with that.
Get 3 bananas and deliver on my promise.
You better deliver on your promise to
Yeah,
that
your
monkey.
monkey's gonna be so pissed. He's like,
Or
I'm
that
not gonna work
monkey.
for you
That
without
monkey is
bananas.
going. Yeah, that monkey's gonna come back and kill you at the end of this campaign if you don't give him those. He's gonna come back and he's gonna have like a Tommy gun.
Oh my god.
Definitely, like, top priority. She's gonna make sure she gets that monkey 3 bananas.
Oh my god. Yeah, so he will let you take Berry and Moonshine, who are 2 hellhounds that participate in a beast taming act. Let's see. So they're both very, very nice, but they have stage names and like basically like personas that they put on because they are like intelligent animals. So Berry becomes Fenrir and Moonshine becomes Cerberus because Moonshine actually has 2 heads. And so they do like this very vicious like fire breathing act in the beast taming, but they're actually both super sweet. That Berry loves eating Euphoria cookies, and he has a deep love for whiskey, which the alcohol like burns away when he drinks it, because he is like made of fire. And then Moonshine, Moonshine's actually a death dog. Sorry, has 2 heads. She loves getting her teeth brushed with chicken flavored toothpaste, and she is very playful. And the heads will like compete when they play fetch.
Cute. Okay, I'm just gonna like have a couple of their favorite things, if that's okay. Like toothpaste.
Yeah, they keep them on hand there.
Okay, great. I'm gonna get the toothpaste, the whiskey. I imagine I've been chatting with them for a while leading up to this, being like,
Yeah, and you still had Speak with Animals on, so you can. I'll say like technically it wouldn't work for them because they're not beasts, but I will say we can just let it work for this, so you can like give them commands.
awesome. I'll like sweet talk them beforehand and be like, "Hello, my fine sir and gentlemen. How are you today this evening?" I'll like talk to them very sweet and be like, "If I could ask your attendance tonight," I'm gonna be like very official and ask for them if they would like to be a part of my act. Same with the monkey, but the monkey I'm a little more like, I got 5 bananas here. You want to do it in my act tonight? And
Yeah, Barry is like just like super excited, and you've got his whiskey. He's like ready to go. Moonshine, the heads like start talking about how excited they are to each other to play with you, and get their teeth brushed later. And the monkey is just like Give me my bananas. Do you have them?
Yeah, I do. Give you
Right now?
5 more tonight. And act with me.
Should I throw poop at people?
Um,
Do you want me to ride on the death dog?
that'd be cool.
Okay. And he'll like run out and hop up on Moonshine's back.
It's kind of
And yeah, you all. Is there anything else anyone wanted to do?
Hey.
Nope.
I changed my mind. I don't say hey. I say nothing. I'm good to go.
What's happening? What are we doing?
No.
Heading back.
What's next?
You basically finishing up the extravaganza, so the rest of the fans, for the most part, make their way back to their seats, and Mr. Light does a very good job of like redirecting the energy from like fear to like tentative excitement, and he basically can I get it? Boop. So he asks, now that little interruption has been dealt with, if there are any guests who would like to perform their own acts, you are welcome to come down and join us for a big performance all together! And, various people start coming down out of the stands, and like some of them like are showing off like cool like talents and like dance moves, and then like some of them are like, you know the way that like 3-year-old kids dance where they're kind of just like some of them are just like kids doing stuff like that. But yeah, you can see that like the musicians who perform, including your friend Sai, is there like playing his flute, and like everybody's making music. So you all are welcome to, if you wish, participate in the finale of the extravaganza. If anyone wishes to participate, you can roll a performance check.
I do still go out
Yeah,
there and try to do the sad clown routine.
Okay,
yeah.
So multiple people are doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do this as a group check
Ooh,
instead.
Okay. So you said
Performance.
Can I,
Don't forget, you guys have some chat rewards that are saved
I'm
in
gonna
the
use my
channel.
D6.
I added my D6 too, and it's
Oh yeah,
Not-
chat rewards.
super better, but it's kind of funny.
what's the, we have, where are our bonuses, if they're there?
It's the channel right above the game time, like voice chat. But so like Dove, you have a nat 20. Clover has Bardic Inspo and Luck. Ego specifically has an extra button that he from the monkey that played the Calliope. Graph has player inspiration.
Then, did that mean that I have one button or two buttons?
You have 2 buttons.
I have 2 buttons. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna use that nat 20 because she cares about this quite a bit.
Okay, so a nat 20 is 2 successes.
I got
So,
a 26 total.
Okay.
Using my D6, it is a total of 6.
Okay.
19.
So that is 4 successes and 1 failure, but that means as a group you succeed. So why don't you guys describe to me how do you put on a successful performance that delights and entertains the audience? You had some crazy plans last time, so
Uh-huh.
you got a hellhound, a death dog, a monkey riding a death dog, and yourselves.
And yeah, like a mythical creature, which is Clover, and
2 sad clowns.
2 sad clowns.
And 2 sad clowns.
I think if everyone's okay with it, please feel free to like interrupt if anything else we want to happen.
Sure.
But if you guys are willing to play along, and I think Dove will like ask Clover to hide behind a curtain.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna ask Dawn and Ego to like come with me, and for us to like walk on at the same time, the three of us, and be like, "Good evening!" And she's gonna like try to gather everyone's attention, like the little ringleader, and she's gonna be like, "Thank you for coming to see the delightful acts of Dove, Ego, Dawn, and Clover." She's gonna like try to make it really big, and she's gonna be like, "My wonderful clown assistants today are going to dazzle and entertain you with their wonderful jokes and tricks while I show you how to tame a beast." And she's gonna do like a flare of fireworks to prestidigitation.
Yeah, and you do that, and Berry and Moonshine, if you want them to, will like basically like act like they'll basically like run around or like bark and growl and like kind of chase each other to like drum up the excitement and pretend to be like wild beasts.
Yeah, that would be great. They'll like be all vicious and scary, running around, and they'll be like, "Whoa!" and then try to get them to like.
They'll start like
towards them.
chasing like Dawn and Ego.
Oh,
God damn it.
Does Ego or Dawn want to do anything? Feel free. Anything at all.
I had a very sad stand-up comedy routine, and I was also going to say that if Don's had a long day, if he wanted to slapstick me while I tried to deliver very bad stand-up comedy to feel better, then that's
I think
doable.
that's amazing. I think before Ego does that, I'm gonna be like, because I would have told everyone, Dove's whole thing is that she doesn't want to force animals to do acts with her. She wants to convince them. So she likes to play off of like, we not here in this act do we ever tame beasts maybe the typical way you think, because every beast has things that delight them as well. Perhaps our clowns can enlighten us. And she's gonna like, basically the act is that like anything to tame a beast and befriend a beast is basically in the stand-up act is gonna be one of them. And I want Berry and Moonshine and them to be like enamored by like basically the stand-up and stuff. And then she's gonna do something different.
You're muted.
They'll like listen to the stand-up and like do little barks when like a funny joke is made, and then like, you know, if Dawn decides to do some slapstick, like one of the Berry will basically like crouch down behind Ego, so that like if Dawn goes to like hit him in the face with a pie, he'll like stumble back and trip over like the dog into like a pile of confetti or something like that.
Cute.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just like fun stuff, and anything else anyone wants to do. I don't know what your plans are to do with Clover.
I just have one joke. I have one joke.
Go for it.
Yeah,
My one joke that I remembered was, he goes like, "So, I was having a magic off with a local wizard. Clearly mine was superior, but he started to try and, you know, he tried to win me with a battle of words, and frankly, I beat him with that too. I said, listen, I would be surprised if you could turn someone into a frog, because I don't think that you can turn food into shit."
Mel?
Mel?
Yeah.
Mel? That's a good one.
Ouch.
Anything special that Dawn is doing?
Roast.
I have honestly no idea. Like at all. I think he is like, it's like I'm already all dressed up, so I might as well fucking do this, right?
I feel like the very, like, serious face that you have while you might be, like, pulling a bunch of scarves out of your sleeve, or, like, you know, like, just doing clown stuff is, like, kind of what people find funny, because you rolled pretty well, like, so you just, like, are deadpan the whole time.
Yeah, I'm pretty
like,
sure.
Annoyed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it mostly consists of, like, the shit he does to entertain his, like, siblings. So it's like a whole bunch of, like, parlor tricks, basically. And, like,
where'd it go? I don't know.
yeah, a little bit of, like, a little bit of athletics, but he does it in a way to where, like, while everyone else is, like, doing their stuff, he's just in the middle making things appear and disappear and come out from places while people are talking, just as a little bit of, I'm going to disrupt your act to make me feel better about the shit day I'm having. Yeah. So it's literally like, while Dove is, like, performing, he just comes and he'll, like, pull something out of her ear and then whip her with it and then throw it and then catch it and make it disappear and then, like, flip a coin that nobody knew he had someone.
I just had someone.
And the whole time he's completely deadpan.
Yeah, that's probably what people find so funny about it.
Yeah, I think it's actually probably going extremely well.
And then what's the finale with, like, because Clover is, like, behind a curtain?
Yeah, so basically her whole thing is she's very, like, feeble about it, but if you could talk and have fun with animals, so she's trying to, like, be, like, you know, she wants to encourage, like, befriending creatures and stuff, so she's gonna be like, even a creature you don't even know, you could tame, and she's gonna, like, be like, what about the, and she's gonna make up a name, she's gonna be like, the purple winged Mysticwater, and she's gonna, like, point up to a thing at like the curtain and like basically give a signal for Clover to come out.
Yeah, I'll fly probably over the curtain, not through it. And I'll come out and I'll be druid crafting like little like forget-me-nots over the audience, and then when I find like young kids, I'll take the flower crowns that we did and put them on the kids specifically before like going back around to like the dogs and stuff. Just non-stop druid craft.
Dove's gonna like make up like an animal show style. She's gonna make up facts about the purple winged Slurmenmerg, and like she's gonna be like, beware, don't smell the scents of the forget-me-nots or you'll fall asleep. Like she's gonna like make up stuff about it and be like, but the thing that purple winged Smorgasbord loves the most is a
Scroll by in the background.
If you, and she's gonna start up a song on her little flute, and she's gonna like encourage the audience to sing along.
Do
so she wants to
minor allusion to like mirror Dove's like song, and like as it's like emanating from like her wings almost.
Yeah, you guys can put on like a little musical performance. Your friend Cypress will come over and participate. Your little servitor buddy. And he'll like do the harmony on like the flute that you're playing. Yeah. And it's a great time, and everybody in your little like the audience near where you guys are performing are like having a great time. They're like clapping, they're singing, they're dancing, the kids are like putting on flower crowns, and it's a great time. Yes. And then at the end, Mr. Witch encourages everybody to take a big bow for their incredible performances. And he says, now you may all return to the wonders of the Witchlight Carnival, but don't forget to come back at the end of the night for when we will crown the Witchlight Monarch. You won't want to miss it, dearies. Goodbye! And he, like, has this little ribbon, like, that carries him, like, back up where he came from, like, into, like, the wings of, like, the tent, and he vanishes. But, yeah. So another hour has passed.
Can you give anyone else weird vibes?
What vibes?
Weird vibes. He's just a strange guy. I've never talked to him before now.
You're the one giving me weird vibes, and the weird vibe is you've never talked to one of your bosses in the entire time that you've worked here.
Well, not besides like a word or two, but like, I mean, it is only my first day. Official thing. Yeah, I don't know. Weird.
You know, I'm glad you're starting to notice. Genuinely. I would love to get out of this outfit now to get back into my suit.
I thought you looked good in it.
I bet you did.
What was Don wearing when you were a kid?
Like, I have
A little hat with a little propeller on it.
Oh
no.
A little sailor outfit.
Oh my god, probably.
Little overalls, I don't know.
Probably.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
I think she's just like. I liked that costume you wore when we were kids.
You mean I was a boy. It wasn't a costume, it was just the clothes that they gave me. And they were
Like
hand-me-downs.
I liked it a lot. It was very colorful.
Yeah, well, I guess I was a lot more colorful back then.
I think you're still pretty colorful. You know, dandelions and such.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Super cute.
Oh, excuse me.
So you can all, get back into your civilian garb.
Yeah.
And I believe at this point, you had sent Karma off to look for the Kenku.
I did attempt to do that.
Yeah, so the remainder of the extravaganza was about like 10 minutes of various performances happening, and so probably as you were leaving the big top, you probably see like hanging from one of the ropes, like just outside the entrance, a little bat. And she will stretch her wings and let out a yawn, and then fly over to you.
I'll just let Karma continue to perch on my hat.
Should we try to find
So-
a Kenku?
Did you find any?
Yeah, so you get little flashes of images in your mind of like black feathers and like crowds, lots of crowds. You can tell that there was like some confusion for a little while. And then water. Big lake. That was the last place that Karma seemed to like find the trail. And then there was a big crowd that was starting to form right as people were leaving the big top extravaganza and like collecting near the lake, and that was kind of when Karma lost her, and so then she came right back. So that you can gather, like, because this is all coming to you in images, that like it was only like a couple minutes ago, basically, while you guys were like changing.
Right. Probably lost the trail, but something possibly about a lake? Pond?
Isn't that where the gondola swans are?
The gondola swans... Possibly.
Definitely is a pond there.
There's a pond you have on your map. There's Silver Song
Yeah.
Lake,
And
which
then
is
there's
also
Dragon
where the
there's-
gondola
Ride.
swans are. There's
Mhm.
also the dragonfly rides.
Yeah. One of the two.
Why do I have a feeling it's the dragonfly rides? Maybe it's not.
Because we haven't gone there yet.
Yeah.
No. But yeah. Lost them by a body of water, but it seems like still trying to stay around the carnival.
Should we check the ponds? There's like 2 or 3, right? Try
Let's
it.
do it.
Look.
hmm
Okay. We'll head that way.
Maybe we start at Silver Song Lake because
And
it's
we'll
closer
make our way
to go
around? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Quick sidebar. Do we want to take a break right now, or do you guys want to keep going? Because we're about an hour from when we'd end.
We take a quick break so I can get some more.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll take a quick little 5-minute break, and we will be right back, everybody.
Yee. BRB.
Bye.
Welcome back.
Is she gushy?
No, welcome back. She's not gushy. It's Witchlight Carnival. There's kids here. There's no gushy. Let's jump right back into it. You all have exited the big top, and as you see the crowds around you, you can feel that the mood swells. You see eyes sparkling, and you hear that laughter just like abounds. The colors around you swirl, vibrant and captivating, and everywhere, people seem to be having the time of their lives. You just bask in the glow of the carnival lights for this moment, and you know that the carnival has like reached a peak of excitement and joy.
Yes.
I have to do something on the map.
I saw the freaking happiness meter. There's a butterfly.
It's actually a fairy dragon, thank you very much.
Oh my god, I see its little face. Oh my god, it's so cute. Baby fairy dragon. In the bottom right, there's a happiness meter. I didn't notice.
You did figure, yeah, that is what that is. So you're heading to Silversong, you said, or to the Dragonfly?
Dragonfly rides.
Oh,
I
you want to go there
believe.
first?
I think I have more of a hankering because I feel like because I rode on the gondola swans, that if that was what I saw, I would know it's the gondola swans.
That would.
Not necessarily. Like, you get like flashes of imagery, but you don't get like clear messaging, and like the Karma like is better at describing like other sensory experiences as opposed to like vision. So when I say like that you know that there was like a body of water, you're getting more like the sound of like still water gently like splashing, and like
Because
sounds of crowds and like the smell of water as opposed to seeing the pond.
Okay, well then did I hear the buzzing of dragonflies? Because hearing is actually like a bat's number one thing.
You did not.
Never mind. Let's go back to the gondola swans.
That's what I
Sounds
said.
good.
I was gonna say we start there first because like the water goes around.
That's
Yeah.
true. You can do it as like a little
Loop-de-loop.
tour. You'll fall in love with me yet again.
Oh no! Can't stop,
Great.
won't stop.
Oh no!
Sure.
Everybody's gonna fall in love with ego.
Oh no!
It's not the worst thing.
You're really funny.
So you make your way back to Silversong Lake, and coming at it from this angle, you can see that mist has gathered at the banks of this shimmering lake. And what you didn't see before was that at the center, in a giant bowl, which you did see when you were at the big top, has been moved into like the center of this lake on like a small like rocky outcropping. There's this giant glass bowl with a mermaid lounging inside of it, and a crowd of spectators has gathered on the side, and the gondola swans are like a little further down on the bank of the crowd, or bank of the lake. That's the word. I still be getting this COVID brain fog, guys. I'm like,
Can I just fly up and be above my party and try and do a perception check, bird's eye view, to see if I can see a Kenku?
yeah, roll a perception check.
before I forget, I'm pretty sure I need to meet up with some of my family
Natural 20.
after.
Reroll.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you did promise your family that you'd meet up with them at some point after.
Yeah, after the big top. So I'm heading there after we do this thing.
No way.
Okay. Noted.
Never mind. I thought I had a good one, but I don't. It's a 12. With my reroll.
Yeah, so there's actually a pretty sizable crowd here, and you do kind of remember when you were watching the Big Top that this mermaid was an incredible singer, and like her her singing voice seemed to have some sort of like magical properties to it, and it was like something that like was one of the few acts in the whole Big Top that everybody went silent for. So it seems like following the Big Top, now that a lot of people have seen that, they're gathered on the edge of the bank, and it's a little bit hard to see in this big crowd that's gathered any like Kenku, because there's tall people, short people, children, various races. Not quite picking up on that right now. What is it? So I know Dawn did mention the family thing. Dove and Ego. What's the vibe? What y'all doing? Anything?
Well, a little bit at I don't want to. Karma needs to rest. Not actually mechanically, but I'm just nice to my familiar. So I guess I would like to maybe periodically go into Karma's hearing, because Karma can hear a little bit. What would I listen for though? That's dumb.
Not necessarily.
I just don't know what I would listen for, because a Kenku can sound like anything.
You were the one that heard the Kenku's voice, because this Kenku could speak.
Oh, that's
Kenku,
right.
Yeah, the Kenku did.
That's
take
right.
That guy's voice.
It talks. Okay.
The Kenku was speaking in like a very soft male voice, like very like silky.
She stole the mime's voice.
Okay, so in that case, I will periodically, like, you know, I'm navigating using my eyes, but every now and then I stop and, like, I close my eyes and I go into, Karma's hearing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna help. No, I'm just gonna.
What was that?
If I can, I just like to like. If Ego's like going in and out, I'll just like stand. And if they want to put their hand on my head or something in case they go blind or something, and maybe I'll just do a classic perception check.
Okay, yeah. So you can do a regular perception check. For Ego, you can do a perception check. Do they have like a keen hearing trait for bats?
I believe they. Yes, they do have keen hearing. They actually also are one of the few things that has echolocation, because they have blind sight, essentially.
Ooh, does echolocation do something special?
It gives them blind sight out to 60 feet, but it cannot use this blind sight if it is also deafened.
Okay, so you can do a perception check at advantage since you are doing something based on hearing. And Dove, you can also roll perception.
I got an 18.
Nice.
I do have to use a +1 instead of a +2, though, because I have to. That's that is a 19.
Okay. I have to get something up here. Give me uno momento. Okay. What were those scores again? 19 and what did Ego get?
Also 19.
Also 19? Okay. Good to know. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. So you're keeping a lookout for a little while, and it seems after a few minutes, the crowd around the lake's edge seems to settle a bit as the mermaid pulls herself up over the rim of this bowl. And you listen as she begins to sing this glorious, haunting song, and almost instantly, everybody in this crowd around you is captivated on the lakeshore. In response to her song, you see the relatively still waters of the lake begin to move and bubble and rise up as the lake water coalesces into magical sculptures that whirl around her as she performs. And you watch as horses made of water and even little birds, then like creatures and people begin to dance on the lake's edge as she sings this beautiful song. And her voice is just filled with melancholy and this very like deep emotion. Like everybody, it's hard not to feel moved by her song, even though you don't understand the words. And as you stand there, you notice like some people in the crowd kind of like are shuffling around, and you hear a voice in the crowd ring out, "I thought a fish would know her scales." And so, Ego, you instantly recognize this voice, and you all see that like the mermaid Palasha like falters ever so slightly as that insult rings out. But you recognize the voice in the crowd.
Gotcha.
I wanna vicious mockery her back for doing that to Pasha. But I don't know where she is for sure.
Well, actually, does your vicious mockery say you need to see the target?
Great question. Let me chat.
Because if you heard that, you might be able to call back out.
That's what I was hoping. I was like, maybe if the target can hear you. Yes. I'm gonna say back. I'm gonna be like,
yo, Grass, can you mute?
Whoa.
What is it? She said I thought a fish would know her scales.
Yeah, you heard a male voice say, "I thought a fish would know her scales."
It's a good comeback for y'all.
So you do have to be able to see the creature. What was your perception? Was you
Oh,
got a
you're-
19, right?
You're right. I just read the second. If a target can hear you, but you're right. You can see within range.
You got a
And
19 on the perception, though, right?
I did. Yes.
Okay, so, Ego, do you communicate that this is Kettlesteam's voice?
Most definitely, yeah. They said very quietly to themselves, "Got you," but would turn in that sort of direction and indicate it for sure.
Yeah, so following that, you, Dove, you, like, instantly see who it is, and it's not a Kenku. You see somebody who appears to be, just like a stout, human villager with brown hair and, like, big hairy arms, and he's just wearing, like, a kind of dirty tunic and dark, trousers. But you see as he finishes, like, calling out this insult, he shuffles through the crowd, and you actually see his appearance change and becomes like a young woman in a green dress.
I'm gonna call back out and be like, "Pretty rich coming from someone like that with something all over your face. Oh, wait, that's just your face!" And I'm gonna be like, "Oh!" I'm gonna get really like, "Oh!" I'm gonna try to, what's it called? Prestidigitate other people going, "Oh!" Like burn.
Yeah, so you have to make a wisdom save, right?
Yeah. I think it's just, wisdom saving throw.
5.
Definitely takes some damage there. The damage will be 1d4. What's that? And it's gonna have disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Ooh.
That's 4 points of damage. I'm gonna point to the girl in the green dress, like, "Bitch!" And I'm gonna be like, "Oh, y'all, can see who I'm pointing at and be like, burn, thick burn.
Oh my god, yeah. So let's mark her toe. Yeah, so you say that and you see as like right as this individual has changed forms and looks like they're like cupping their hands around their mouth to like yell something else, like you cry out and they like clutch their head, but like they're clutching like lower, and like you see their hands like go pass through what is clearly an illusion to you now. Let me see what happens. Oh boy. Okay. So you do that, and she looks out and like makes eye contact with you, and then looks over and sees Ego, and like this wicked grin appears on her face as she is looking at Ego, and she waves at you and like bolts and is basically starting to like run.
I'm going after, and unfortunately, sorry Karma, I have to wake you up because I need you to also keep an eye on them because they change what they look like. But
Can I also see them bolting from above?
Yeah, now that you've seen like this exchange, like this person is pushing through a crowd that is still listening to the singing, which is still happening.
Yeah.
But like somebody who's clearly shoving
I
through.
will start following because it seems like my party is giving chase, so I'll chase from above.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about what is Dawn up to?
Don is going to leave. No, I'm just kidding. He's also
Dawn
going.
says,
He just leaves the carnival. He's done for the day.
Yeah, he's definitely also going to follow after because he wants that raise.
I need that reference.
hell yeah. Okay. Let me open some.
I'm trying to remember if I used a spell last session in the fight, or if we literally didn't use any spells.
You guys like just straight up prestidigitated through that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't. I've
Well,
been out of
used-
spell slots for a hot
Yeah,
minute,
same.
but
I've also been out
But I
of spell
do-
slots for a hot minute.
I have that book of dirty jokes.
You don't
I can also
have it.
vicious mockery.
Ooh.
Yeah, you do.
Only 8 times, but I still got something.
Still got it.
I think I had one left for that fight, but then we didn't end up hurting them, so I don't think I ended
Yeah,
up
we were
using
really
one.
smart about that.
Yeah, that was good. I could fairy fire them, which would
that would be.
We would also fairy fire like the entire crowd.
But you can
It's
make that a
joy.
rave
Yeah, it's a rave.
with glowing people.
Oh my god.
and I could make them a specific color so they would never be lost.
Aw.
So
Yeah.
We'd be able to spot them.
let's roll quick initiative here because I'm gonna put us into chase mechanics.
Okay.
Just for like the sake of keeping track of this.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody roll, please.
14.
2.
20.
Nice.
11.
So Dove was at 20. Clover was at 14.
Yeah.
What did Dawn get?
2.
Well, and what did Eagle get?
11.
11.
Oh, actually, should Karma go on my initiative, or should Karma roll their own initiative since I set them off on them?
I mean, it's probably easier to just keep track of Karma on yours, so we can just do Karma at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Okay. Beep beep boop.
the jump on this beach.
Okay. So, Dove, you are like so fast to react. Like you had the jump on her, you struck first with your vicious mockery, and so you were like ready to go. So you are up as Kettle Steam is starting to push through this crowd and make her way back towards the carnival proper.
I want to point at her, point at them, and cast Fairy Fire.
Okay, is that a dex save?
It is a dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna use confetti dice. No! 13?
My save DC is 15.
Okay.
I'm gonna light, if anyone else is in that 20-foot cube, I'm gonna light them up green, but I'm gonna light her up violet. And then if anyone makes an attack roll. So actually this is funny because any attack roll against her has advantage, and the vicious mockery makes it so she has disadvantage on any attack roll she makes. So harden it up.
Awesome.
We're just gonna run up my little legs.
So she is lit up like a Christmas tree. She is bright violet. Anything else? You're just running after her?
I'm gonna run after her, yeah.
Okay. Clover.
I'll actually inspire Clover if I can.
Oh, thanks.
I will just full on run dash.
Okay, and you're flying, right?
Flying.
So your flying speed is equal to your walking speed?
30 feet.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
And I don't have to push
So-
through the crowd. I can just fly over top.
You guys were about... Sorry, I'm had chases, man. What's the range on this? Yeah, so you guys were about like 40 feet from her as the start of this little initiative. So Dove, you're like 10 feet away from her at the end of your turn. Clover, you can get in melee range of her.
Ooh.
Like with my full, just for full movement, or with
Yeah,
a.
if you-
Okay, I want to get ahead of her.
Yeah, if you do 30 feet of movement, you're within 10 feet of her. But if you dash, you can reach her or even surpass her by 20 feet.
Yeah, I want to get ahead of her so I can like see which direction she's gonna go.
Okay, yeah. You can do that. Bonus action?
I think that's my bonus action. I think.
Okay. Next up is Kettle Steam. Kettle Steam is going to run away. She is going to... Oh. Nope, that wouldn't work. Damn, she's not built for... Okay, so she's gonna... she's not a good fighter. She's gonna run out, and after 20 feet of movement, reaches where you are, Clover. And, she looks at you, and you hear her speak in this silky male voice. Chases are fun, but wouldn't you rather take a nap instead?
No!
And she reaches out a handful of dust and blows it in your face. I need you to roll me a con save.
Damn, natural 20!
I love hearing that.
You are getting a lot of those. Funny
It
how,
would normally be great.
yeah, it's funny how it's in the game where it like doesn't help you.
It doesn't help me, but I rolled pretty good at 16 plus 2.
Okay. So you feel like this dust like hits you and you kind of feel like you want to like yawn, but you're like, nope, I have work to do and I don't get paid if I don't work, so
Yeah,
I
that
cannot go to
tracks.
sleep yet.
Yeah, I can't.
So you are able to power through the twilight sleep that she attempts to put you into, and she sees that, and this like human disguise that she has on looks at you and just goes, well, shit. And
used to pulling overnighters. This is nothing.
She is going to use another 10 feet to move past you. That will trigger an opportunity attack on you from you. But she's rolling.
Can I do a grapple as an opportunity attack?
Hey, Ink.
Can I try and grab her like coat?
This? I think that's I feel like isn't that like a feet-based thing?
There's Sentinel. Typically it just says, I believe technically how they get around it is when you take the attack action, you can choose to grapple, but an opportunity attack is a separate action from the attack action.
Damn.
But I would say you could non-lethally attack.
Yeah.
And try to just bonk them.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. Okay, then I'll try to just boomerang her kneecap to try and trip her up.
Oh my god. Okay, roll a melee attack with your boomerang.
Okay.
We love to see it.
Okay. It's almost a nat 20 again. This dice is. It's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit. Roll some damage.
7 damage. Damn. I rolled max.
Jesus. Okay, yeah. You kneecap the shit out of her, and you like.
I'm just trying to take her out.
I love the sound of that though.
Yeah,
you the shit out of her.
Yeah, you hear this like heavy thud as your boomerang collides with her leg? I'm not quite sure.
I don't think Clover meant to hit her that hard, but I think because she was running, she ran into it, so it was like she made it worse. It was so she's immediately like, sorry, didn't mean to hit you that hard.
You hear her cry in this male voice. Oh, fiddlesticks! Oh, that really hurt.
Sorry.
Why would you do that?
Don't stop running.
What's wrong with you?
Stop running. I'm sorry. Enter.
Okay. Ego.
Yep. I'm just going to, how far away am I?
40 feet.
Okay, so I will, move and dash, specifically to get ahead of them. So that then if they run past me, I can try and stop them. And I will have Karma give me the help action to give me advantage on that opportunity attack if I take it by basically I want Karma to just be flying after them and just absolutely badgering them.
Okay.
Karma can't attack, obviously, so
that's totally fun,
yeah.
Cool.
What I'm doing.
Nice. You're able to dart forward and interpose yourself between Kettle Seam and the rest of the carnival. Dawn.
Yeah. How far away again? Just making sure.
40 feet.
40 feet from the Kenku girl.
From the Kenku, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna catch up because I have 35 feet of movement, which puts me directly into melee range. And I'm gonna elbow check her.
Go for it. Roll a melee unarmed attack.
Basically, well, I'm using a shove to try to knock her over by elbow checking her.
Then roll for that. We might not even need the chase mechanics at this point.
Now I rolled really bad.
What did you roll?
I rolled like.
Well, instead of making an attack roll, you make an athletics check.
Yeah.
Impacted by athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, it's a 13.
That's okay. Wait, I have to. Sorry. She rolled a 3. You shove her.
Yeah. So basically.
So are you knocking her prone or pushing her 5 feet away?
I'm knocking her prone.
Okay.
Because she's trying to get away. So it's basically what he does is that he sees her starting to run and he says, "Alright, this is just like when people think they can get out the building without paying their taxes." And he removes the coat from his shirt and like just kind of puts it over his shoulder so he's just in his undershirt. And he just kind of takes one leap and just zooms right into her, basically.
Nice, yeah, you...
And grabs her.
Yeah, you knock her over, and, like, the knee where she got hit is definitely weakened, and she just, like, slams to the ground. Oh, Clover should have had advantage. You still hit her. Sorry, I forgot about the fairy fire.
Well, I rolled a net 20, so it was like... And I needed to re-roll anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, okay, cool. So you knock her to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bully her!
Bully the shit out of her! Dove. Kettle Steam is on the ground, like face first in the dirt. And she's glowing.
I'm just gonna...
And her kneecap is busted.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm not.
I'm just gonna sit on her back and try to hold her down.
Okay.
With your whole, 100 pounds of weight?
Maybe not even.
Not even.
85.
Yeah, if you want to roll, if you want to roll like an athletics check for a grapple, let me pause for a second. Clover, are you also going to sit on her?
Yeah, I was going to sit on her legs. Yeah, I was going to sit. How'd you know?
I had a strong feeling that was about to happen. So
Don't sit on her back. I sit on her feet.
You two sit on her, and Ego, like you're like basically like on guard. Dawn is also right there. So, like, she stops struggling. Like, she knows when she's lost. So
we got her!
We instantly leave initiative. Because you guys just brutalized her. She deserved it, but...
Yeah! Brutalize her!
So you have what appears to be a human woman beneath you, looking up at all of you very angrily, and in this male voice she says, all right, please, just stop hitting me. What do you want?
Mr. Light wants to talk to you.
I love it that sounds like a mob threat.
It kind of does. We're the mafia coming to get her.
Mr. Don Confetti sends his regards.
Oh my god.
You've been playing in his turf. He's had enough of it.
Oh my god. Give me 1 second to look I have to check something.
You ain't gonna be playing around with your little bird face anymore.
Your bird.
Bird face.
So you say Mr. Light wants to talk to you?
Yeah.
She said, well, that's pretty funny coming from him since I tried to talk to him when I got here and he wouldn't give me the time of day. Seems like my little plan worked, though. Lead the way.
Before I get up, can I look for the sleep powder and make sure she doesn't try to put me to sleep again?
Yeah, you can roll an investigation check.
She was doing all of this for his
attention. Any attention's good attention, right? Investigation.
What's funny is that
13.
he didn't really we had the attention.
Wait, what did you say?
13.
You can reach into her pockets and, like, it's kind of a little. You can kind of like feel like she has a little pouch on her side, but like when you tip it over to like see if it's pretty much empty. There's like a residual of powder, but it seems like she used what she had for the day.
Okay, well I'll just hold on to it just in case.
Why exactly were you wanting to talk to him?
I mean, they have information, I know, but they're hiding it, and I need answers.
They're not wearing fairy wings, right? Or wings at all, right?
She is.
Oh, she is. Okay.
Yeah. There's just some things that I need to know about a friend of mine that they probably know.
Did your friend go missing too?
Well, I don't know, but I think so. You see, my friend usually talks to me in my mind, and she's very powerful, and she lets me do special things, but recently she stopped talking to me in my mind, so I think that means something is wrong. She's not in touch with me anymore, I don't feel her there anymore, and that's a little disconcerting.
So you're crazy.
Hey, did this person's patron get murked?
That's kind of what it sounds like. I'm not sure how. Okay.
I'm wondering.
Why do you think Mr. Light will know about the person in your head?
Well, because they have a connection to her.
Oh.
All of this. She gestures around, like, from the ground where you're, like, and she's, like, kind of waving at everything.
Yeah.
She's the one who sort of makes sure that the magic happens. It's connected to her home. But I can't go there. So I wanted to ask Misters Witch and Light if they could tell me what's going on in Prismere, but they keep giving me the cold shoulder. They have to know more than what they're letting on.
Hate to break it. He'll turn towards everyone else and he'll say, I hate to break it to you guys, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not the first time we've heard that they've been doing weird stuff.
You think that all is weird? Get a load of this. Hold on one sec. She gets out of her disguise self and becomes herself. She opens her beak and, using her Kenku mimicry, you hear in Light's voice, someone is going to find out about this. They'll shut us down. Followed by Mr. Witch saying in a calm yet firm reply, we agreed to this pact. Our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the Hourglass Coven take what it wants, and in return we stay in business. That is what you want, right? And then after that, the pumpkin-headed bugbear chased me off. Got away, which was great. But, do you see what I mean? They're suspicious.
The Hourglass Coven?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
What's Prismere? Or where's Prismere?
Prismere is where my very special friend resides. That's her home.
Oh.
I've been there one time, but in exchange for some of the power, one of the rules was that I couldn't go back. So I need to find out what happened to her, but I can't do it myself. So I wanted Mr. Witch and Light to tell me what happened. She's very powerful. You could go and find out what happened to her. She could give you powers like she gave to me. Look at this. And she does, like, a minor illusion of some glitter.
I can do that too.
Yeah, we can do that too.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Look.
Okay. Well, I think since you want to talk to him anyway, we can take you.
Before that,
What?
Let's not get too over our heads here. Like, one, this is incredibly suspicious, and once again, you are all just taking it in stride like it's not weird.
It's
Yeah, it's weird, but you guys are kind of like, oh, that's weird. And he, like, when he does that, his voice like perfectly changes to almost like it's like her but more masculine. He's just like, oh, that's weird, but like it's okay, we'll figure it out. Instead of that's weird, and you guys are just kind of glossing it over it. Second of all, you stole a guy's voice, and we're just not talking about that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I borrowed it.
Maybe you should
I
give
needed
back.
it. Why?
It's not nice to steal things.
Also, apparently you borrowed it, so there shouldn't be any problem with giving it back.
There was never a return date on the borrow.
The return date is now today. The return date is now today.
Mm-hmm.
He has something really important to say and he can't say it.
Also, you totally just, like, insulted his crush in his voice.
Yeah.
I know, wasn't that so clever?
Oh, it's really mean.
You're going to return his voice after we take you back to speak to
I think that the voice should be returned first.
I don't know how she's going to speak to them if she can't speak.
Can borrow someone else's for a second. I'm worried that I'm worried about what happens to her when we hand her over to them.
If they care about their
because they're
employees.
suspicious. So you should let me go. I mean, I'll meet with them, but then you should help me escape after I'm done getting information from them.
Well...
And I'll keep the voice so that I can continue to communicate with you. I could be very helpful.
I don't think you should keep the voice. It's not yours.
There are plenty other voices you can steal that aren't from people that need to use them. Like, you can steal some asshole's voice in Waterdeep. There are plenty of people to steal voices from.
Yeah, you can steal it from someone else.
So everybody who is trying to convince her, please roll an intimidation or persuasion check.
I'll try to persuade, because the more he talks about it, he's like, actually, I have a list of names of people in Waterdeep that I wish would just stop talking.
19. Persuasion.
Oops. I believe.
25.
Dirty 20.
Is ego rolling at all?
I guess I'm intimidating. I was trying to. It's 5. To be fair, I'm not very intimidating.
You did get 3 successes, so her little beady black eyes pass to all of you, and she lets out a big huff. All right, fine. I guess I'll follow the rules this time. You're so boring. And she reaches underneath her cloak and pulls out this little corn husk doll. And you can see that this corn husk doll has a black and white striped outfit painted on it, similar to Candlefoot's, but around the neck of the doll is a thorny vine.
Ooh. Okay.
So I'll give you this, and if you remove the thorns from the doll, voice will go back to him. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you.
Wait, so how do you get the voice?
I stole it.
Yeah, but how does putting the thorn around the doll's neck give you the voice?
It's a secret that my friend taught me. Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, actually.
You could if you help her. I don't know where she is right now, but if you find her and get her whatever.
Is your friend named Zybelna?
Yes, that's her. That's my friend.
I look at Clover. That's what the pony said.
Pardon?
The merry-go. That's what the pony said to you on the merry-go-round.
Remind me.
In
Kristy talking, not Clover.
Look in notebook. We have like someone's was told the name of a woman.
Oh,
Her name was
Zimblina?
Zybilna.
Zybilna? Frozen in time. Oh.
Damn. You're right.
What does she do, Sylvie?
You hear her like use her mimicry to make the sound of wind blowing through willows and distant tinkling of bells. She does all kinds of things. She's a granter of wishes, a teacher, somewhat of a mother figure, or like a fairy godmother almost. Sometimes if you find yourself in a bad situation and you can't help but wish that someone would help you, she's there.
She's supposed to be frozen in time.
Why she's gone.
What?
Frozen in time.
That's what the horses? The carnival horses? The
merry-go-round.
Merry-go-round, how has this told me?
Frozen in time.
You know, I'm putting some things together because we just heard earlier about an hourglass coven.
Yeah?
I know what coven means. I don't know what a coven is, but I can guess what the word...
You know what a coven is.
A coven is a sisterhood of witches.
We were told... How many sisters are there typically?
Well,
3.
They come in 3s, but many hags and witches know each other even outside of their coven, but they generally come in 3s.
You would also know that, like, most of the time they hate working with each other, and they only come together, like, if they want to do something big. Because what you would know, and the reason that you exist, is because when there are more of them in one place, their power becomes more than just 1 + 1. Like, it amplifies it.
We definitely heard the name of 3 women. We heard Endlin Moongrave, Scabatha Nightshade, and Valvorna Blightstraw. That sounds like 3 hags.
So you're telling me hags and time and Zybilna's frozen?
Yeah, it was
Seems
really
like your
vague.
friend might be, if ponies are to be believed. But I don't know. I don't really understand any of this.
It all sounds a little bit too out of my pay grade, like whimsical. How do you freeze a person in time?
Kettlesteam, like, opens her beak, and the sound of, like, a kettle, like a tea kettle boiling over and whistling really loud, like, emanates from her beak in rage. I don't know how you freeze someone in time. I only know the things that she taught me, but I'm sure she would know how to do it, but that's because she's very powerful. Oh, what am I gonna do?
Maybe we should go ask Witch and Light.
They seemed like they have a pact with something.
Yes.
And if oh, God! These are my bosses! I really don't want to be... I don't want this to be a thing! But what if they give people away to the freaking hacks in this place?
Hags could use people for all sorts of things.
Can you reply using that weird thing you did before? Can you say what they said again?
Can I have the corn husk doll back?
No. We're trying to get to the bottom of your issue. You can, like... Points.
Ugh. Alright. Kettlesteam's performance troupe, one-woman show at your service, and she opens up her beak. And you hear her once again say, first in Light's very agitated voice, "Someone is going to find out about this. They'll shut us down." And then Witch, in a very calm voice, but like very firmly replies, "We agreed to this pact. Our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the Hourglass Covenant take what it wants, and in return we stay in
that's what I
business.
thought.
That is what you want, right?"
Maybe.
Made a deal with Hangs.
Yeah. She's gonna like take off like her stupid top hat from earlier and throw it on the ground. She's so mad.
It sounds
Kelsey
like
opens her beak and makes the sound of a dog growling and gnawing on a bone, and is like tapping her little clawed foot.
All right. Everyone is upset. But we can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I think we have enough to definitively.
Where's the kitty?
Confront them about something.
Well, time to be a prisoner then.
I mean, you wanted to speak to them anyway, and apparently we have a lot to. Before that, I have people to go talk to. I'm not gonna get caught up with whatever the hell this is without seeing Ma.
What? What am I? So we're not doing this now? Can I have the doll back until we're doing this?
You can still use the voice, so you don't need to hold on to the doll. I'm going to talk to my mom and my sister and my sister and my.
Can I take one of their voices?
Absolutely not. Point suitcase. Even though their voices are very, very lovely. If I found out that you took one of their voices, I will defeather you.
What about one of yours?
I need mine.
I also need mine. I work a public service job.
You can borrow mine for about an hour.
Go. Yes.
Can we do that after you are done with this doll? So that I have another hour of a voice.
Sure. That makes sense, I guess.
Thank you.
I get to pick the hour, though.
Well, that's not very helpful.
It's my voice.
When is it going to be?
Sometime between sunup and sundown. There's only 24 in a day given.
But what day?
Well,
You guys can follow me if you want. And he just begs to leave. He needs to go see his family.
you can have it. Look, fine. You can have it for a day on the day that you need it most and I need it least.
Okay, well, we'll see when that is, I guess. That's kind of fun and exciting. I wonder when it'll happen. I'm warming up to this. Fine. I
There you
accept.
go. Alright,
It's very chaotic and I love it.
shake. I needed to specify when I needed the least, because I need my voice to cast my spells. But we'll see.
Yeah,
I'll shake
so-
on it.
Yeah, she will also shake with you. And she, like, kind of is at the mercy of you all. Like, she can't... She knows that she can get an in if she follows you, so she'll just, like, come with you.
I guess we'll probably go to Dawn first and then take her to Light. I don't think we should split up out of character.
Yeah, it'll only take like a little while for Dawn to.
Yeah.
He's just gonna basically be like, "Hey, yo."
Yeah.
So
I think that we can all go together.
Quick question. We're right around our end time. Do we want to go for like 20 more minutes, or do we want to end now?
I'm good.
20.
I'm down.
20 more.
Okay. So, yeah, you all are able to make your way toward the feasting orchard, which is where, was it Calliope? Yeah, there's literally, I have like a whole ass list. Which one? Hold on, I gotta go to...
The feasting orchard, I believe, is where Calliope was.
Was that the sister?
Calliope was the sister that came with the rats, I believe.
No, wait, it was,
No? Someone was named Calliope, I thought.
I do recognize Calliope.
I think it was.
There was a Calliope.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
It was Thalia.
Oh, yeah.
Thalia was the sister. There is a sister named Calliope, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not... Okay, well, at least I'm not
You're not
crazy.
Yeah, so Thalia said that the family would be hanging out at the feasting orchard after the Big Top Extravaganza, and that you should meet them there to say hello. And she told you, I believe she told you that Urania, Calliope, and your dad were the ones that were at the carnival, because you asked who all was there.
Mm-hmm.
So you were able to make your way, making my way to the feasting orchard, gonna eat some snacks. So as you approach, music and mirth radiate from this part of the park. The heady scents of flowers, mead, and berry pie waft through the air. Stilt walkers pluck pieces of fruit from the trees that line this area. Musicians drum, pipe, and strum, and everywhere there's singing, dancing, and an inordinate amount of custard. As you approach, yes, custard. In fact, you see like one of the little stalls off to the side. It's basically like a gazebo. You can see that there's a sign, a banner hung above it that says "Fairy Cake Eating Contest." But as you approach, you can see the source of a lot of this music. As look at the whole list, Dawn. You can see your father is playing his mandolin. Your father. So this is just my version of, because I know that this character has IRL family that are other OCs. So for my version, your father's name is Zeus. He's playing the mandolin. Your mother, Nemazine, is like watching like beside him and kind of like dancing. You see your older sister Calliope, your older sister Cleo, your older sister Erato, your younger sister Euterpe, your older sister Melpomene, your sister, who's about the same age as you, Polyhymnia, your younger sister Terpiscori, your younger sister Thalia, and your younger sister Euphania are all there. All of them have like their various instruments, like the ones. So like Thalia has her little like pipes that she got with her dancing rats. Like one of your sisters has a harp. One of them like has a drum, and then all of the rest are doing their satyr step dancing routine in the middle of this feasting orchard, and like a huge crowd has appeared around them, and they're like clapping and like cheering them on, and like people are singing and they're like dancing, and it's like they're like singing together, and it's like this whole thing. You just like what do you do when you see this scene?
Yeah, he probably has his hands in his pockets as he comes up, and he'll probably be like, as he walks up, he'll like do a lazy half wave and just be like, "Hey," and just start calling out all of their names from memory.
Yeah, so there's like the music like stops when you do this, and you start listing out, and you're like, "Hey Calliope, hey Cleo, Erato,
hey Thalia, Belle,
Polyhymnia, Terpiscori, Thalia, Urania," and like all of the sisters stop and like look at you, and then like because some of your older sisters also have kids, like they also stop from where they were like getting off and look at you.
God.
And then your father and mother like open their arms, and your father's like, Adonis, my boy, and he like jumps over to you and grabs you and hugs you. And your mother like comes tottering up and says, "Oh my God, Donnie, honey, I'm so glad you're here. Oh my God."
Oh my God,
And she grabs your head and like kisses your forehead. Oh my God, your hair's so short. What's going on?
What do you mean?
Wearing? This is so silly. You look like one of them clowns that hangs out in the big top. What are you wearing? Why aren't you wearing the robe that I sent you for the holidays? I mean, what is this? No color.
Ma, it's a suit.
Can we just like have a full campaign of just Don's mom? I'm here.
Yeah.
I want to join his family.
Can we just join his family? Is that the campaign now?
Are you eating enough? You're looking a little slim.
I'm eating just fine, Ma.
You know,
I
mean, maybe you need to enter this eating contest because it looks like you're just eating bread and you know, you can't eat money.
No, but you can use money to buy food.
Well, excuse me for forgetting that. You know, here's the thing though, you got all this money and you know, I've had the side business going for a couple years, and we're getting pretty successful at matchmaking here. Your mother does work as a matchmaker, like in the satyr community. I found some lovely people that I would love to introduce you to. Why don't you, when all of this is done, why don't you just come back to the house with us, and I can set you up on some dates. It's been, you're getting up in years, and you haven't given me any grandchildren yet. There's an orphanage in Waterdeep if you wanted to adopt, or if you just wanted to have a baby with somebody. I would really appreciate it. Your sisters, they've already got 20 kids between the 8 of them. What are you doing?
Ma, I already told you that relationships are not financially beneficial.
Oh my Zeus, I can't take. And she gets like a little, she swoons a little bit, like in against your father, who he puts his arm around her and says no, it's okay, Nemazine, just stay up. Now, why would you say that to your mother? You know the state that it puts her in, Adonis.
Look, I'll get settled down once I have the proper amount of finances allocated towards a good 2-bedroom apartment.
Well, what's the point in saving up all of your money and waiting when you eventually get there and you've wasted your life and all of the years that you could have been enjoying yourself are just gone? You can't get that back. It's time to be the good satyr I know you can be, that you used to be when you were a lad, and live life to the fullest. Do you remember when you used to play the yarding for everybody? You made Granny cry. She's a bitch. And you made her cry.
Holy shit! This boy had skills and he abandoned it!
Zeusy, don't talk about my mother like that. I'm sorry, she's just not pleasant.
No, you're right. You're right.
And you're just wasting your time in a bank?
I'm not wasting my time. I am keeping the family stable.
It's fine. We survived this long. We're keeping the family stable. I do see all of these people that loved my lute playing. I'm getting back to it, and we're really about to start making some money.
Yeah, when was the last? I'm just saying, when was the last time Ramses sent some money home?
Ramses is living his life and enjoying himself as a good satyr should. You should probably look to yourself first before you start putting other people's names in your mouth.
I'm looking to myself, and I'm taking care of everyone, and he's running a weird sex train band across the continent.
Yeah, he's sowing his wild oats. He's drinking deep from the cup of life. You know, Polyhymnia? Have you heard what she has been up to?
I want to.
She's been following this. She has started a church to Dionysus. She has 5 partners right now. She's really living her life, and she's only just getting started. And you know, Urania just turned 10, and her paintings. I mean, I think pretty soon she could get asked to go paint a mural in Waterdeep.
That's great.
She's gifted.
That's great for them. I will not begin to talk about how 5 is 4 partners too many for her. She's built like a stick. I do not want to think about that anymore.
I mean, have you seen the erotic pottery that Terpiscary's been making?
I do not want to.
She sells that Dream Fever hemp. People really enjoy it.
Look, everybody has their things, and this is my thing.
Well, what I'm saying is Donnie, honey, your mother interjects in. Donnie, listen, we're okay. We're taking care of ourselves. You don't have to be in charge of taking care of everybody. You're our little baby. We're supposed to take care of you. Everybody contributes, and we're fine. Yes, the money you make helps, but all of us have jobs. And we make money, and the young ones, when they grow up, they'll be able to take care of themselves, and they'll enjoy their lives. And that's what's important, that they're happy. Money doesn't buy happiness, Donnie. She, reaches up and, pats your cheek.
Money doesn't buy happiness, but I bet it makes it easier.
Does it? And she, looks up at you.
For you. And that's pretty much all that matters.
Well, you're very sweet. Now, why don't you just come dance with us a little bit? I know you remember the steps.
Oh, no.
Come on, your nieces and nephews are all here, and they all want to dance with you. They love their Uncle Donnie.
He looks back to see if people follow.
Yeah, all of you, if all of you followed, you see this, you're watching this whole exchange.
I think Clover looks really happy, but also on the verge of tears as she's watching this exchange because it's so heartwarming for her to watch this.
Aww.
Ego is confused because this is very much not what I thought family was. This is very weird.
What do you want?
I think Dove is really excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just excited.
He kind of looks back and he's like, I don't know if I can dance. There are he leans forward. There are weirdos here.
You saying that to your parents?
Yeah.
Well, weirdos are usually the best dancers. Come on. Don't you want to see what they're gonna do? Zusi.
I've already seen what they're going to do, and it led to me getting dragged out into a crowd by an elephant.
I mean, that sounds like a really fun time. That sounds like a really fun. You know, Adonis, that does sound like a pretty fun time. I've never met an elephant in person, but I would like to if I had the chance.
It's not fun.
Maybe that's because you're not fun.
Oh my god.
I know you remember the. Oh! Kristy, are you okay? Something. Her window just fell out.
Don't worry, this happened.
Her window just tumbled to the ground behind her.
God.
Yeah, so your parents will try to pull you into the crowd to dance. Your father starts playing his mandolin again, and the sisters all gather up around you. And they're hugging you, and they're all talking to you at once. And so it's a little bit you're not really getting any one message because everyone is saying something at you.
Yep.
But they will dance with you if you will dance with them.
We'll see.
They will try to pull you into it.
Yeah, he probably he grimaces because he's like, oh my god, I know they're gonna like I know Dove is going to grin and look at me like I'm some sort of enclosure at the zoo, but since my sisters when I dance, I'll dance.
Yeah, I mean, you can, and all of you watch as Dawn begins doing this like step dance, and it's like those medieval dances where like people like come in together in a circle, and then like different pairs go off, and then like people move through the pairs, and it's like literally just this family like all on their own is able to like do this, but then they start bringing other people in to the dance. They will try to grab like Ego, and they'll try to like grab like Dove if you guys are like willing. Something's gonna happen. Yeah. Clover, I'll give you 1 second. I have to do something with you. But yeah, if you're willing to dance, they will bring you in and they'll like explain it to you.
Definitely.
You're muted.
I would specify that I normally only dance around open flames.
Comforting.
But sure.
Yeah, I'm super into it. I'm gonna definitely jump in.
I do like to dance.
Give me 1 second.
Little beat.
Also think I'm gonna DM you or do the character thing.
Definitely gonna like do a little dance in front of Ego, and like, because I doubt either of us know the dance, so we're probably just gonna like, I'm just gonna like dance in front of Ego and be like dance battle.
I'm probably doing my own dance.
Nice.
So, an older woman who appears to be like early to mid 30s, a satyr with like a straight bob of reddish hair with like blunt bangs, and she has very like sleepy looking eyes and this like very like flowy dress, will grab you, Ego, and like before the dance starts, she says to you, "The heart's wish takes form, color and movement and want, dance, music, and life." So, you would know, Dawn, that's Calliope. She's a poet. She speaks in haiku.
Oh my god.
And then Dove, let's see. You get brought in by a teenager who looks very similar to Thalia, but her, instead of like having these like wild curls, like her hair has been like straightened and is like very long and is like swept over her face, and she grabs you and is like, well, I mean, like, I guess if you're Don's friend you can like dance with us, but like I just want you to know that I'm the star of the show, so take notes quickly.
And I'm just like, what? Just gonna run in.
Yeah. So, Dawn, you see that your younger sister, Thalia's twin, Euterpe, who's like total like bratty diva popular girl personality, and she wants to be like a big star. She's the best of all of the siblings at Satyr Step Dance, is the one who grabs Dove, which is like a challenge. Like your younger sister's directly challenging Dove by bringing her into this.
Oh my god.
I think I'll go, Miss, I think you gotta prove it. You can't just talk big. You gotta back that shit up. And I'm gonna do whatever she wants me to do, I guess. A challenge or whatever.
Yeah. Dawn would probably call out, she's challenging you.
So
Perfect. I love a dance duel.
So as different people are getting brought in, Clover, I think you're maybe standing like a slightly further back from everybody else. Am I allowed to?
Yeah, go
can
ahead.
I say the action that you perform?
Yes, go ahead.
So you reach into your. I feel like it's your bra pocket.
It's always the bra.
You reach into your bra and you pull out this little dandelion puff, which you can see like some of the fuzzies have fallen off, and the stem of it is like a little bent from being in there. It's held up enough. There's still some little fuzzies on it, and you take a big deep breath and you blow on it, and you watch all of the little puffs like float up into the night sky and kind of like dance around in the air amidst the fairy lights. Can you roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh fuck. The dice that doesn't roll nat 20s. Okay. Dex save. That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20?
Yeah.
I would like you...
Reroll?
This is going to be one of those times where I ask you to do a negative modifier.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
Subtract a d6.
Okay.
No, d8. Because 8.
Yes, it's 8. Yeah, you're right.
Why are you being so wild, girl?
Wait, what did you
Climbing
roll?
around
-7.
Okay, so that's a 13.
Yeah.
So you're watching the little dandelion puffs float into the air, and you feel a force in between your shoulder blades, and you fly forward and land like face down in like the dirt and the grass and like a little bit of like custard that like lands on your gets on your face. And
Can I look
you
around?
look
Yeah.
you look behind you and you see your cousin Misty, who this is like the family like that you went to go live with for a little bit, and she's standing. This halfling girl is standing there with a couple of her friends and looks at you and says, "Clover, Clover, what a pushover! You're here, ew." And that is where we're gonna leave off.
Why are you?
That's where we're gonna end it for.
Everybody's family's showing up. Next, my mom's gotta be like, "Hi, sweetie! I'm just crumping with the satyrs!"
Oh, no.
Yeah, so a lot of
Boy.
good stuff happening. I've been waiting for you guys to go to this feasting orchard because I was like, I get to bully Clover.
Oh my god, yeah, you do.
And also satyr dancing
Satyr dancing.
is very fun. But yeah, so thank you everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to check out Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games. Thank you to both of them for sponsoring us. Don't forget to check out our schedule, join our Discord, check us out on Twitter, check us out on YouTube. We have a new show that's going to be YouTube only that you should check out.
Yep. Oh man, and they actually just posted like the character creation on YouTube, so it's like a little preview already on our channel.
Yeah. But yeah, does anyone else have any other announcements?
Apparently, Derek's gonna be in the show.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, Derek did say that.
Yes, he keeps making everyone be well aware that he may
He may be
there.
He may be in the show.
We love you, Derek.
We love you.
Yeah, but we will be back in 2 weeks for maybe more dancing, maybe some bullying.
Makes.
So,
I kill him.
yeah, so the next time you are trying not to be forced into an arranged marriage by your matchmaker mother, and instead get swept up into the family dance troupe with your friends, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
You really shouldn't.
Love you, bye!
Bye.
Boring.